Let me not get excited. Our brother has been waiting so patiently. Let me allow him to introduce himself. Brother, please unmute yourself and give us some introduction so we can get started. Go on, Pastor Reverend.
So unmute yourself, sir.
May have to think I can.
The lobby.
Okay.
We give God the glory because of what God is doing. He's opening our eyes to know the scheming of the evil one in the land. And we're able to understand very well the scheming of the enemy on the land. This thing that is taking place is started right from before. The year 1904, 1804, it started, it moved, trying to take over the entire land through Danfodio. But the power of Jesus Christ, through our forefathers, were able to stop the movement of Islam from the north down to the coast, the Middle Belters. My name is Reverend Ezekiel Bwede, popularly known as evangelist, a traveling evangelist from one country to another in Africa. And I'm married with a wife, Jessica Ezekiel Bwede. She's right now preaching in another church. If not, she could have been here with me. And I give God the glory because God is sustaining us. In the midst of crisis, God is always there to see us through. Able to stop the movement. And here comes a generation that they want to complete what their forefathers has left for them. They want to claim Plateau, Benue, Nasarawa State, or the Kaduna, Niger, by force, moving down to the east, to south, using government machineries to marginalize us. In every year, even in our village, you will discover when it comes to recruitment into Nigeria army or police, is the Fulani horsemen that have overhand. Once you are bearing the name Muhammad, you are bearing the name Ahmed, nothing will stop you from having access into Nigerian army. But if you are bearing the name Peter, John, oh shit, even when you succeed, they will bring a tactical movement, your name will be deleted. And you will discover other Muslims that have not even gone to school, street workers, the Almajiris, they will enroll them freely into security force, whether the police, the navy. If you see a Christian, it's just favor, grace. Being among large sums of Muslims, out of 10, you discover 2. Before it was out of 10, they refused during the other time. They refused to join the army. They pushed us inside our forefathers. And after they used them, they stabilized the nation. Now they are coming to take over. This is what is happening right now in our country. And my beloved friends, and here I come. I know that I'm one of the most wanted in the northern state. If there's any way that they can do to crush me, even today they will do it. They have used machineries to silence me. But God stood by us. I will not keep quiet. Somebody must speak. Somebody must advocate. Just recently, last month, I gave a public audience addressing the nation, especially the Christian in the north. All the scheming that is taking place, I heard it from our brother. I read it from our brothers. The really blueprint is to make sure they take over, the eliminate and Islamize the nation by force, by tactical invasion, taking over the government. Now we can see with what is happening, the name of Jesus cannot be mentioned in Asoro. The president cannot call the name of Jesus in prayers. The vice president cannot call the name of Jesus. Right now, as I'm talking to you, God is angry. Most of us, we want to go back to the village, but nobody wants to help us to go back to the village. That is undiluted truth. The government is adamant. They are under threat. If they will do something for us to go back to the village, their leadership is under threat. And the truth is that they will give them no peace. So the best thing that they have to do is to play softly while some of us in the village are suffering. My brother made a statement that when they came, they were changing the names. They were changing the names of our villages, our towns into their dialect. Let me tell you, as we are taking place, Dogonawa will change that name completely. All the villages, my village ring, they say it's Macau. And all they are trying to change it, Kafi Abu. These are all Islamic dialect. And because we stood on the ground, we need your prayers. The entire elders of the land have to change the name. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm in Barkiladi. Up to the Senate, the reps, our senators, our House of Reps have tried their best to change the name of Barkiladi. It's before it was just a little town of mining meeting point. And there's a woman that was cooking food. They just make the name in her name, Ladi. Barki, had the village belonged to her. Now we have tried up to Senate Rec to change the name to Gol local government. All the Islamic senators, Islamic, Muslim, rest members, they gang up. And they shoot out that bill. But other places' names were changed. But here, no. That is how we lost that bill. But when it comes, we are saying God within us. But officially, there still remain that name is Barkeladi. That is colonialism movement, marginalization, putting somebody into bondage. And let me tell you something. The rich estate, they are starting to stop us. At the point in time, they don't want us to go out to preach the gospel. We have to sacrifice our life with a slogan, to die is gain. To live is to preach the gospel. And that is what we are doing today. Nobody can stop us. Because they know we are standing on the ground. All this is about land grabbing. Look at the people that are brought in here. They are leaders in their community. Immediately they burn the village. I've sent the pictures of all the houses, fact findings to present. And you see what happened. Immediately they chase them out of the village. I have to mobilize more members from the town. Those that have vehicles to move down to the villages. Come and see children in the bush. Running helter-skelter. Come and see women. in the night.
Hmm.
Because the man of 24th, while women were cooking, some are plaiting their hairs for Christmas Day celebration. The young one, they're bathing their hair. The children for next celebration. Some women were able to fry their chickens, made for the celebration. Some they were on the way. In that instant situation, not knowing the Fulani terrorists has surrounded the villages. That day, over 20 villages were attacked. Apart from the one that took place, if we are to convert it with that of Mangu, Bokos, they were crying. They were outraged of crying. Even the security, they don't know where to go because they brought machineries from Maiduguri, from Niger, from Burkina Faso, from Kano, Sokoto, Bauchi. They recruited them, Gombe, Taraba, Adamawa. They were hosts in thousands who were their sponsors. They were feeding them. That is why no wonder when they entered our village, you come and see. God, in his ultimate mercy, was able to pave the way for some to escape. But those that could not escape, it was terrible. I was busy, boring people from one village to another. I was exhausted. I burst into tears. I cried aloud to the state there was no voice to cry anymore. Women were helpless. The children, some of them, they were crying the night. And when they had the voice of children in the night, they followed that voice and they slaughtered the women. They slaughtered small children. They killed them. It was a real bloodbath. Let me tell you, as I'm talking to you, I'm in a trauma. The blood of my people is running over me. I have seen skull being scattered by machete, AK-47. I've seen human intestine flowing out. We have to gather and take it to the grave. It reached a state I was exhausted. Here are corpses. No strength to perform anything. The youth are tired. Come and see in black cloth, chanting Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. As we are making that same grave that you saw, we were there. Then gunshot from the hilly areas, mountains. They were trooping to come and trap us in that place. I just saw a boy was running, helter-skelter coming towards us. That they are coming, we should run. I said, no, I'm not running. I can't leave this corpse here. Let's cover it. That is why you say emergency. I don't know what they have done. They were trying to come and do to remove human's part. Even after we had disappeared, we were able to do this thing. There was no strength. Come and see corpses. I have to leave it there. It's the only time the security men came. They were the people that were gathering corpses. My fellow viewers, do you really have the mind of Christ? When he saw a widow, her last child, dead, they were coming out of the village. Jesus showed compassion to that widow and restored her child back to life. If Jesus has compassion, Any Christian thinks that he doesn't have compassion in his heart is not a Christian. You must show mercy to those that need mercy. Blessed are the merciful, they will be shown mercy. As I'm talking to you right now, I just arrived from Jos to buy bundles of seeds. Almost 3 million bundles of seed. Because many houses, the rain has brought down the blocks. We have to organize youth. Immediately this rainy season passed. We are going there for mass raising of brick blocks to support our brothers. We are reclaiming the land. I told the government nobody can stop me from leading my people to go back to take over their land. With your prayer, we must survive in Nigeria. I told the whole Christian the North, be ready for self-defense. And they wanted to arrest me, that my preaching was insulting. I said, it's better for me to be in prison than for me to be outside, moving from one village to another, performing burials. I am tired. We invited somebody to show me. He said, this pastor, he needs a prayer. He needs a trauma healing. And he was right. Come and look at butchers that are slaughtering animals for people to eat. Many of them, they don't find it easy because they have been seeing blood every day. They are very harsh. But what of my own? Animals, not animal blood, but human blood. Some their legs were mutilated, some their hand. Come and wipe out. No secret Christian is there. Mercy, wipe out. Come and see villages in those places. Map out. Many villages that I could not even find time to mention. But people, the Fulani has taken over the irrigation rivers. Our parents' bananas. You see them trooping with our parents' bananas to come and sell to us again. Our women will be buying what belongs to us, buying what belongs to you. This is what is happening, that the whole world doesn't want to. I was invited to Abuja to be cautioned that I should not be talking about this that I'm inciting. That this government is new. From Asorok and MSK. The police has to play it down. The question is, if we don't speak now, we'll never speak in future. If some of us are not ready to die now, our children will die or they become slaves like in Egypt. In which right now, our children come and meet you on your farm and say, come and farm for him. And that land belongs to us. And if you don't go and farm under duress, then you will not reap anything. Even when you farm, when it is time for you to harvest, they will destroy the crops. So you have to leave your farm, go and farm for them in our land. This is what is happening live in Nigeria. They don't want us to talk. Any Christian that is identified with the North, if their scheming is to divide the country, and they thought that we are going to remain with them, they are making the biggest mistake and liar. I will champion the cause Avo. We are not going to remain in the north. That is colonial bargaining, conspiracy. They handed over the indigenous minority tribes into the larger the house of the Fulanis to rule over us, to control us. I imagine Sardona coming to just trying to force my king, Rampam, to become a Muslim on Sunday. Why couldn't he come on Saturday? He came on Sunday. That Rampam, my traditional ruler, should leave his service and go and welcome him at the boundary. I thank God my traditional ruler, Rampam, let Rampam. He said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in a service. He finished his service. That man walked his way and forced this man, the end of the air, to the throne, was killed Bitus Rampam. He was poisoned. That is history. They don't want to see indigenous person becoming a ruler in the land. Just even as my bone come today, they don't know what they would do to remove him from the throne.
Thank you very much.
All traditional rulers have become, they are afraid. I'm hearing you.
Thank you very much, Reverend. Thank you. We'll break it down so that we'll be able to get our viewers to follow the conversation. That was
Okay.
Reverend Ezekiel.
Ezekiel
Bwede, giving us first-hand account of what happened on that night and those days. So we're saying that on the eve of Christmas and Christmas Day of 2023, while the people of Bokus and Barikin Ladi, like other places in the world, we are busy frying, boiling, roasting, cooking, enjoying all manner of delicious food. Catastrophe hits. Yes, you heard me right. It wasn't an earthquake. It wasn't hurricane. Neither was it tornado. It was Fulani invaders in furtherance of the well-known Fulani ethnic conquest agenda. These guys are jihad, just as it was done in the invasion by Usman Dan Fodio and his militia about 200 years ago. So our Reverend has broken it down for us. While he was talking, we are showing you the videos. The thing we like about them is that they have a record. You can see list of victims. Everything recorded. This is a lesson for those that say they're doing Biafra in Southeast, where they're killing our people, the indigenous peoples of Igbo land. Nobody has record. You people will just go there. You are doing freedom, 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 and they're killing children. No record, no nothing. Because people don't know what they're doing. They just want to dupe our people. But see here, there's record. Because all these things will be taken into account in every conversation that we're going to have. We showed you pictures. You see them burying their people. You see people, houses destroyed, burned. There were some pictures that he sent that we could not show here. Human beings roasted like yam, fat yam.
Oh!
Yeah. That the so-called YouTube and Facebook will say, oh, no, don't show. Bring down. You see that grave? That thing you're seeing inside there is human being, not log of wood. These are human beings. So, and while we are doing all this is burning and happening. People are busy. It's private jets. Bring offering, bring tithes. Yeah, who has big house? Who has big auditorium? Look at our people. They're already rebuilding with old zinc. This is what indigenous peoples are going through. And they have people representing them. And they have governors. And they have this. And have senators. Have that. They say,
and you live in a democratic society, they told
and you say
us.
you live in a democratic society. You're there fooling around.
Oh, my sisters.
This thing that is going on, we are not going to pray it away. When as Christians you pray, God will give you idea. God will give you solution. God will give you strategy. You will execute it as a human being. Stop playing games. Stop playing religion. Stop playing religion with the lives of our people. People are dying. We're not playing that game anymore.